So government I got 350 Dumelang bana ba kwa gae. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is officially my first YouTube upload and I am super excited, but I did not think this was going to be my first upload simply because I had other videos planned, but these are unprecedented times and we gotta roll with the punches. So allow me to introduce myself. My name is Letabo. If you don't know, then you know, nigger. And I give you tips and tricks on how to get your life together. And right now we're trying to access that 350 Rand grant, girl, but it seems to be a bit harder than we had all anticipated. So I'll be giving you the 411 on what is happening on this whole 350 Rand grant and what you should do to remedy it if you were declined. So yeah, stick around and yeah, let's just get into this video. So before we get into the tea on what is happening to this grant, I think we need to just backtrack and remember how it all happened. On the 21st of April, the president announced that
a special COVID-19 social relief of distress grant of an amount of 350 Rand a month for the next 6 months will be paid to individuals who are currently unemployed and who do not receive any other form of social grant or UIF payment. The Department of Social Development will issue the requirements needed to access and the application for this funding.
And everybody was super excited. But that gong nearly get, cause people are not getting their 350 rands. And then WhatsApp messages, links, and email addresses were sent out on how to apply for this 350 Rand grant. However, April came and May came and it went, but there was a lot of technical glitches and a lot of people did not get paid. Okay, so this is what we know so far as the public. We know that 3.2 million people have been approved to get this SASSA grant. We know that 1.2 million people have received this 350 Rand SASSA grant. However, we don't know how many people have actually been declined right now. And also, according to the Twitter page, SASSA, it said that if you were not paid your 350 Rands in May, then in June you would get paid your May 350 Rands and your June 350 Rands, which should be 700 Rands. But from what I've been seeing and from what I've been hearing from the research that I've been getting from people who were paid, they only got paid 350 Rands. So government I got 350 Please, where's the other 350? Anyway, what I would like us to discuss is the UIF, and I would like to play a clip from the SASSA spokesperson back in April or May. This is what he had to say about the UIF.
There were 75,000 people who were processed, and out of that 75,000, only 39 qualified, because majority of them, unfortunately, they qualify for social grants.
So 39,000.
39,000. But currently, we also have 5 million people who, as well, who've made the application.
So according to the SASSA administration, it said that the reason why a lot of applicants were declined for this 350 Rands is because of UIF. So what is this UIF thing? So the UIF is an unemployment insurance fund, which was established by the government for people who go on maternity leave, who die, who become disabled, who have their contracts, if their contracts were not renewed or were terminated, or if you were retrenched or fired, then you will go and apply for the UIF. So in order for you to claim for your UIF, you should have been actually contributing towards UIF. UIF works the same way as pension fund. So your employer will be taking a certain percentage of your from your salary and put it towards your pension fund. Same thing as the UIF. And that's why if you go on maternity leave or you become disabled, you go and you claim for your UIF. So not just any Tom, Dick and Harry can go in and say, I want UIF. No. If you know for a fact that you were contributing from your workplace, then you need to go and claim your UIF. So how does this whole UIF thing, what are the rules to it? The rule is you should have been working for more than 14 days and you have a 12-month grace period. So if you are on maternity leave, you have a 12-month grace period in which you have to claim for your unemployment insurance fund. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so here's the other part of my video which I feel is very important. The government actually introduced a UIF benefit specifically for this whole pandemic. Okay, so the first benefit is the illness benefit. If you contracted corona and you need to go into quarantine, you can actually apply for a special UIF called the illness benefit that covers you during this whole quarantine process. I will link an article from pkf.co.za which actually goes into details on how you can apply for it, which forms you need to apply for, and the whole process. So do go and read that article because it's very informative and you probably don't know that you should be getting this UIF. Second benefit is the death benefit. So the death benefit is basically what you will go and apply for if somebody in your family or a parent or your spouse dies from coronavirus. So if you applied for that UIF, you will not be eligible to get that 350 rands even if you're unemployed, because you are receiving UIF on behalf of a spouse or a child or somebody who died because of coronavirus. Does that make sense? Read the article, it will give you. The third benefit, reduced time work benefit. If a company shuts down for a certain period or implements reduced work time, short time, the benefit payable is the difference between the amount the employer pays and the normal UIF benefits payable should the employee lose their employment. So that's also very straightforward. If your time at work has been reduced simply because of this whole COVID-19, then girl, you need to go and get your UIF. Okay, do not hesitate. Go, girl, boy, please go get your money, man. And also it means you do not apply for this 350 rands. So what is this whole temporary employer relief scheme? I'll be reading on my screen again. So the question is, what is COVID-19 TERS? The Unemployment Insurance Commissioner, after consultation with unemployment insurance executives, has also developed a coronavirus temporary employee relief scheme to contribute to the containment of the coronavirus and its impact. Employers that have to enforce lockdown as regulated and who might require financial assistance from the UIF should access information regarding available funding through the dedicated mailbox. So think of things like the Jimmy, McDonald's, like restaurants, and sorry, my voice is breaking. Think of those companies that needed to close down because of the whole corona thing, then they have to apply for this. So what does that mean for employers? So this new COVID TERS scheme and any other normal UIF benefit is only applicable to employers who are registered with the UIF and make monthly contributions as required by the Contribution Acts of 2002. So guys, I hope that answers this whole UIF thing in terms of why you are not getting your 350 rands. It might mean that you need to go in and get your UIF. So the other thing that I need to mention, I was actually talking to one of my friends who had applied for the 350 rands because they actually were working right up until December and their contract was not renewed. And I was like, you know what, just try getting your UIF, because it might mean that you still need to go and get your UIF. That's why you were declined for your 350 rands. So please do think about that. My voice is kind of cracking because I don't normally talk so much. Okay, so I hope that you understand this whole UIF thing and how it impacts your 350. Now, this is the question that I will relate towards the government. There is literally people who have not been working for more than 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, which means that their grace period to have received their UIF, so their 6 months or their 12 months, have been up in years, and they still have been declined to get their 350 rands. So it actually makes me like quiver. Even my voice is changing, simply because I know so many people who need that money and the government has declined them. So government, please, we need answers in terms of where is their 350 rands, and why doesn't the system that you have created when you're declining people from getting the UIF, like giving reasons as to why the UIF has, the 350 rands has been declined. Sorry, I'm getting a bit heated, so my voice is just like, let me go cool down for 2 seconds. But yeah, that's my question.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, so I've cooled down. My voice is still a bit shaky, but yeah. So I need you to do a few things for me in order for you to get your 350 rands or to get your UIF. So if you have been declined, you can go to the Department of Labor to find out if you need to be qualifying for the UIF. I think there's an online, which maybe I'll do another video in terms of how to get your UIF. And also, if you know for a fact that you're supposed to be getting this 350 rand grant, here is an email where you can send your grievances, where you can actually appeal, so that your application can be re-reviewed, if that makes sense. Okay guys, so before I conclude this video, there are 3 very important things that I need you to be aware of. First things first, you know, where there is money, honale moto, and the moto kinoha, moto wabolaya, motave. So please be mindful of these scams that I found online. Just be wary of them, don't fall for them. Yeah. Secondly, make sure that you actually comply with the rules of getting this whole 350 rands. What does that mean? It means that you have to be over 18, you have to be unemployed, you have not been receiving any grants, blah 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 blah. This is all the list, and yeah, make sure that you are compliant. Lastly, if you want to check your status, if you have been declined or if you have been accepted to get this grant, I will link it down below for you. Every other link will also be down in the description box. And yeah, I think that concludes my first YouTube video. Yeah. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any contributions towards this whole topic, please put it down below. Tell me your experience. Tell me if you have like tips and tricks on how people should be able to get their 350 rands, and I did not actually put enough emphasis on that. Comment it down below. Let's discuss this whole thing. Please give this video a massive like if you enjoyed it, and you can thumbs down it if you did not enjoy it. Just tell me why you did not like it. Tell me what I should do to improve it next time, and I will see you in my next video. Peace and love. Peace and love, guys. Peace and love.